It's a automated multi-channel marketing platform. What's very unique about it is that we integrate print, and we integrate actual composition of print, pre-sort of mail, and automated print. We've seen the spend change. All of the out-of-home advertising, television is all dropping, and that one-to-one direct marketing is picking up. And then the other side is the return on investment. You're getting $12 compared to $5 return on investment when you have personalized, relevant marketing. And what we wanted to do was create a platform that could really trigger those communications based around a centralized database. The biggest difference between our platform and other platforms is that all of the data that comes into our platform goes into a centralized database. You don't pull a list and create segmentation, pull that list and then deploy something. We build the business rules, and then it finds people and triggers that communication one at a time to the right person. This is what we built the platform based around. We've always used this as an agency. We call it the customer lifecycle. Most people are pulling together a list and sending out a monthly newsletter, or they'll do new acquisitions on a monthly basis. What we wanted to do was be able to trigger all of these campaigns at the right time to the right person. So the database drives it, and we'll trigger all of these campaigns and any others consistently. So every single day, we're sending out all of these communications to your customer base when they qualify. And this is what we built. It's a drag and drop platform. So as you drag the pieces on, you build your business rules. If you're doing a direct mail piece, the direct mail editor is in the platform. Email too, inbound and outbound text messaging. We wanted to do personalized URLs so the landing page comes across. We wanted to do general URLs. And these triggers that we use, you just build a visual map, and as people qualify, the system will trigger that communication and actually send it. And at the bottom, where it says match or no match, I decide what I'm going to do. In this case, I'm going to bring over an email, and by connecting it, I'm automatically saying send it to these people. And I'm also going to bring over a landing page, and by connecting the bottom of the email where it says sent, that means anybody that I successfully sent an email to, it will include the personalized URL that'll bring them to a landing page. The people that couldn't receive the email are on the not sent. That's bounced emails, that's a contact without an email address. And for them, I'm going to want to send them a direct mail piece. The people that are going to get the email go to the landing page. The people that are going to get their direct mail, I'm going to bring them into the same landing page. And just by connecting sent to the landing page, it's creating the personalized URLs for the print piece. And then I build behind it. Go into the editor. This is an example of an image business rule where I'm just looking at the database and then I'm putting in an image based on that rule. And this keyword at the top is actually going to drive HTML. So this keyword will work inside of the landing page, it'll work inside of an email, and it'll also work for the print piece. So when we create these business rules, they can have as many outcomes as possible, but it means you're going to see a relevant image, and you're only going to have to build it once. I can build it from scratch. I can bring in source code from any other system, or I can use templates from my library. And if I want to, I can start adding my personalization. So for example, if I want to put first name here, I just go and select first name, drop it in, and it's going to load that into the HTML. So when it's sent, it will have personalization there of the person's first name. I can also bring in images. So I built the business rules that I showed you earlier behind that image. I can just select that keyword, and that's going to drop in a business-based image. So this image that they're going to see, you'll see has various outcomes based on who the email's going to. Once I go into my direct mail piece, it's exactly the same. Click on the editor, go in and select a template, or I can start from a blank template. I can just take an InDesign file and actually load it into the system and then add the personalization afterwards. So I'm going to select this postcard. I want to add that image that we just looked at, and that keyword that we built is here. As I drop it in, it's now putting all of those images available to me inside of this print piece. Finally, I go to my landing page, and basically I just add in content exactly the same way I would as in an email. And then I can do text messaging too. So here, the 9 people that didn't receive the email, I can just put a text on here. So as time goes on, all of this information is going to the database. The database is getting smarter and smarter. It's learning more about you. So every communication that you get becomes more and more personalized, more and more relevant. And then we also have all of the transactional data coming in. One of the other things that we have that's kind of unique is storing all of the history. I can build that into my business rules and personalize the triggers to you. And all of that is just built into these maps. And then once it's done, I literally have to just turn to say deploy, and this campaign will start triggering. And it'll run until we go in and turn it off.
So we use two technologies. We use geofencing, which is GPS, and beacon technologies. Anticipate their needs, surprise and delight them whenever you can. Reward the behavior that you want them to do. How nice would it be that as soon as I land, I open up my app, or I don't even have to open it because I get a notification that says, hey, welcome to the airport. We're so excited to see you. If you open it, maybe it gives you directions on how to meet your cruise representative. All of a sudden you feel like someone's holding your hand right then and there from the moment you step off the airplane. And not only that, but maybe it sends a message to the cruise representative to their iPad that says, Kristen has just landed. How do we get them to explore the ship? How do you get them to spend money? How do you get them to make their experience better? Starbucks, hey, in this case, it's some sort of discount. So this one is telling us that, hey, while you're at this particular restaurant, and it's only to the people who are in a particular area, they're having lunch, that there is a 20% off a particular excursion. And in this case, it's an opportunity to give them a little bit of something special only through to the end of lunch. But that means that they have to reserve now. We're using their location to get people to spend, to engage, etc. This can also be repurposed for whether it's information, giving them information on a particular point of interest, something like that. Some of the engagement rates are extraordinarily high. We're seeing with beacons upwards of 60%, and in some cases we're seeing 80 to 90%. This is a pretty new technology within the last year, and some of the larger brands who have implemented it are seeing a return in their annual revenue in the hundreds of millions of dollars.